Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Greatest Love Story Never Told, the new documentary about Jennifer Lopez and the journey to creating her latest album that came out 20 years later. And looking at this film directed by Jason B. Berg, focuses on, obviously, Jennifer Lopez. You get really a lot of behind-the-scenes kind of life elements of Jennifer Lopez. You get Ben Affleck and him looking really uncomfortable being interviewed for this documentary. There's some sweet moments though, and you can definitely tell that Jennifer Lopez loves him, and there's a lot of moments where there's some real emotion there. She breaks down, there's insecurities, and this film doesn't shy away from showing that. It also doesn't shy away from self-indulgent elements, and there's some interesting moments in this film that feel like just Jennifer Lopez building herself up, and this documentary sometimes feels a little bit too much like a PR stunt instead of an actual documentary. But the big part of what this film is capturing her development of her music video film that she did for this album, and her relationships, developing a connection with Jennifer Lewis and bringing back her relationship with Jane Fonda, and all of those kinds of elements, Neil deGrasse Tyson, putting it all together. It's an interesting behind-the-scenes look at the making of this documentary. When the music kicks in, there's definitely a few really awesome songs from this new album that I like, and you feel the music, you feel the connection. It's an interesting behind-the-scenes look at pulling this all together, because that film is very ambitious, a little too ambitious to be honest, a little too abstract, I feel like, but you could check out my review for that actual film. But this documentary balances a couple different elements. It does feel a little bit too self-indulgent and too self-promoting to be taken very seriously as this journalistic look at this great megastar of music and her journey to bring this album. But you do appreciate the way that she is very authentic and lays herself out there in a raw way. And could it be playing up to cameras? Sure, but there's definitely some emotional moments, like I mentioned, that do hit home. And in the end, I think this documentary certainly is there for all the J-Lo fans out there. Maybe we'll get a few other people that, enjoy her music, might get a better understanding of her new album and where it's coming from. Or you're a Ben Affleck fan and get a little bit of Ben Affleck out of it. But in general, this is a fine film. It accomplishes what I feel like it's trying to accomplish, even if its motives aren't exactly the most journalistic in terms of setting up a documentary. But you know what? It does do J-Lo a lot of justice and putting a spotlight on her. But those are my thoughts on The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.